back and over to this hour's Realities of Racism segment. And tonight we are focusing on changing impressions, breaking down the stereotypes and redefining how we are perceived. That's the mandate behind the Black You Can campaign, organized by the C Center for Young Black Professionals. It's giving Black youth their voice, and all starts with the hoodie and the phrase, "Who I Really Am." Agapi Gisesi joins me now, Executive Director at C. Nancy Lemmy also joins us, at C Center alumni. Lovely to see both of you.
Thank you. So nice to see you.
Oh, amazing. Agapi, I want to start with you first. Let's talk about this campaign, Black Youth Can.
This campaign is really just centering, number one, we are taking back the hoodie. Usually when we think of Black youth and hoodies, we think a negative connotation. And this is an opportunity for us to take that back and really reclaim it. And the campaign is really showcasing who I really am. If you look at the hoodies, which Nancy has on, it's really a written resume, and it's really bringing folks awareness to the fact that we have a hiring bias in this country, and we really need to break down that barrier and focus on who our young people really are: brilliant, talented folks who are going to be able to contribute to the economy in a really meaningful way. And so this campaign is trying to reclaim what Canadians might think Black youth are and really demonstrate what they can really do. Indeed.
Nancy, for you, how important is that affirmation as a Black, young woman, as someone who who wants to be able to define herself and not be defined by somebody else?
That's really a good question. Being able to kind of, have a hoodie that kind of represent all the accolades, all the stuff that I have done in the past 5 or 10 years, it's giving me like a reminder to myself that, I'm capable of doing a lot of great things. And for C Toronto to be able to give me that opportunity and also share my story, not only am I able to inspire the people that are looking up to me, but also walking into my elements and also understanding that, I'm powerful, that I'm able to walk into any industry, especially the tech industry, and kind of like represent myself and represent my community in a light that I'm able to shed a positivity. So that way, another employer who able to like see the stuff that I'm doing, they're able to kind of hire other Black individuals because of the work that I have done. So kind of paving the way and opening more doors for other people. So that's what I love about being a part of this campaign.
What does it also mean to you as a Black woman, and even as a woman, having that constant stereotyping and labeling, and being able to sort of say, yeah, I'm going to change that, and I know that the next generation hopefully will not have to deal with this?
Yeah, what it means to me is that it allows me to be able to like speak volume and allow me to be able to represent that, we are not just the stereotype of Black youth that are basically kind of getting into a lot of like bad habits or gangs and whatnot. But because of the stuff that I do, I'm able to kind of, represent my community in a lighter, in a very positive manner. And also, for myself, just looking at the stuff that I have done, is I'm able to empower other people. Right now, I'm working with youth that are in South Sudan and able to educate them about the role of social media and how they be able to get involved by utilizing their platform and be able to change their families. Because when you empower a young woman, you're empowering a nation. And that's basically what my story is. And that's how, as a woman of color, to be able to be in this industry, to be able to be given an opportunity, I'm able to go back to my community and also inspire others.
It's amazing, Nancy, what you're doing, and Agapi being able to put, in this, and as you say, Nancy's resume on a hoodie, which, I mean, it's brilliant. How is it redefining the label when, I almost want to go back to why the negative connotation on these hoodies?
I think if we look at historically, we look at incidences with young Black men specifically. If we look at Courthouse North America, Trayvon Martin, there's always this connotation that if you're seeing a young Black male or female at night wearing a hoodie, that they're presumably up to no good, right? And this, so I don't know where we picked up, picked this up. But our hope is that people will put it back where they found it and really start to think about the person that's wearing the clothes.
Right.
You're never your actual clothing, but
Yeah.
really thinking about what we could be passing up with these stereotypes and these biases. When you look at someone like Nancy or even Mike Regis, who's kind of the lead that's on the screen,
Yeah.
when you look at the accomplishments that these young people have done, you know, the ability for you to invest in a Black female like Nancy, that is not just making an impact in her community, in her immediate community in Canada. It's stretching all the way back to South Sudan, where her ancestry is from, right? Where she's now teaching others. And so the whole point of this is for us to say, we don't know where it came from, but we want people, when they see these hoodies, to think differently. You know, even when we were creating these hoodies and we were able to look at each other's, I was like, oh, Nancy, you're also a yoga instructor. You know, there's so many things we just don't know about each other that we can learn.
And we were just showing our viewers that, you know, footage of that video there, and you see sort of at the back of the hoodie there all the different things there that, you know, as you say, she's a yoga instructor. There's so many different things aside from just this blank slate that we decide to define ourselves. 9 alumni custom designed their hoodies, sort of as that personal resume. Just the phrase, "who I really am," those words have a huge impact, Agapi.
Yes, for sure. I think this is also part of the work that we do at C, is really also thinking about, let's look at the individual first,
right?
And then we can move on to like their aspirations, etc. But for us, it's important for us to affirm our young people and understand, for them to know who they really are, not who they think society expects them to be or the barriers that they might be facing, but who are you? What are your talents? What do you bring to the table, minus, you know, other people's prisons of expectation? Really, who you really are.
Right.
And really it's about identifying it for themselves and standing in that truth, so that they can then walk in confidence and knowing who they are and what they bring to the table.
It's so important that you say that, you know, I need to define who I am and not be defined by others. And this is an incredible project. Agapi and Nancy, two very powerful women who I can say define themselves in their own right and have accomplished so much. It's been a pleasure and an honor to have you both. Agapi Jasesi, Executive Director at the C Center, Nancy Lemmy, C Center alumni. Congratulations to you both. I'd love to have you back again soon.
Yes, of course. Thank you.
Take care.